Despite ending their 7-year playoff drought, the Indiana Fever made the polarizing decision to move on from head coach Christie Sides earlier this week. The decision was a bit controversial at the time, considering Sides showed year-over-year improvement from 2022 to 2023, finishing with 7 more wins this season than last and qualifying as the No. 6 seed for the playoffs after finishing 10th in the WNBA standings 2 seasons ago. Indiana's decision was less controversial when Stephanie White was introduced as Sides' successor on Friday, but that doesn't take away from the fact that there's still some questions around cutting Sides loose. As ESPN's Elle Duncan recently stated on the Elle Duncan Show, there's one potential issue the Fever are perhaps overlooking that wouldn't even be on their radar had they kept Sides around. "You have to think about the development of the players," Duncan said. "You're talking about a team that really started to catch fire towards the end of last year, and now they're going to go through another coaching change. You just wonder how much you're stunting their potential development or growth, or at least delaying it, by bringing in a new regime." While it's tough to argue against going all in for a coach of White's caliber, she has a career win percentage of .622 and has made the playoffs in every year she's coached in the WNBA. It's also difficult to argue Sides didn't have the Fever playing their best basketball down the stretch. Indiana was 9-5 after the Olympic break, which was fueled by Caitlin Clark's breakout performance where she really established herself as one of the 5 to 7 best players in the league. However, a strong counter-argument to Duncan's point is that Clark and Aliyah Boston both handled a head coaching change, jumping from the NCAA to WNBA just fine during their respective rookie seasons, and White is such a significant upgrade over Sides that player development won't even be an issue. Caitlin Clark's fans are not happy with the double standard evident in the WNBA and NBA. On Friday, Charlotte Hornets forward Grant Williams sparked plenty of buzz after he decked Boston Celtics star Jason Tatum during their showdown at Spectrum Center. Williams was subsequently ejected for his dirty hit that caused Tatum to fall to the ground, all while receiving tons of backlash for his actions. However, as Hoops fans criticized Williams, Clark's fans couldn't help but compare it to what happened to the Indiana Fever star earlier in the 2024 WNBA season. To recall, during the August 30 meeting between the Fever and the Chicago Sky, Clark took a hard foul from forward Diamond DeShields that knocked her to the floor. It's really similar to what Williams did to Tatum, but it's worth noting that DeShields got away with just a flagrant 1 call for her hit to Clark. Interestingly, there were still a lot of people who defended DeShields for her hard foul and the WNBA referees for their decision, sharing that it's just a regular foul and a normal physical play in the league. That is why when Williams got blasted for his latest actions and even ejected, Clark's fans couldn't help but wonder why people didn't show the same energy when it was the Fever guard on the receiving end of such dirty move. Same play happened to Caitlin Clark, but player wasn't ejected. Same doo-doo media saying respect to Jason Tatum, an angry Clark fan shared. Another disappointed supporter shared, Grant Williams did to Jason Tatum the exact same thing both Diamond DeShields and Chindy Carter did to Caitlin Clark. Williams was rightfully ejected, and there will be no think pieces on toxic fan bases as he gets flamed. Grant Williams tackling Jason Tatum is a perplexing play, but when Diamond DeShields tackled Caitlin Clark to the ground, you called it just a regular shove, and you defended it. The WNBA media is the biggest joke in sports, another critic said to a reporter. "She should have been ejected," a social media user added, referring to DeShields' play.